all of you doing? This is your leadership coach Tushar Chaudhary, and today I have something uh, every mid-career project manager experiences in day-to-day life. The topic I'm going to share with you is very common for most of the employees and the professionals who are leading teams, who are dealing with stakeholders. Okay, and the topic is how to handle difficult conversations at the workplace. Okay, so let me start with all of you a question that most people won't answer very honestly. So, how many of you are avoiding that one difficult conversation at the work right now? Maybe with your boss, maybe with your team member, maybe with your stakeholders, maybe with your peers. You must speak, but you are still quiet because somewhere you are scared. Scared of conflict, scared of reactions, scared of damaging the relationships with people. And that fear is costing you your leadership. Okay, so let me reframe this fear for you. Let me say something very clear to you which we can understand. Difficult conversations don't create problems. Avoiding conversations create problems. Okay, please note this down. Difficult conversations do not create problems. When we start avoiding those difficult conversations, we create problems. So most people think, if I talk, situation will become more worse. Absolutely wrong. Situation is already bad. That's why the conversation is needed, right? So fear is not a warning sign. Fear is a leadership signal. Okay, if a conversation scares you, it means it matters. Okay, it really matters to both of the parties. So the question should is might be coming in your mind, why we avoid these difficult conversations at the workplaces. So why do we avoid such talks? Because we are thinking about, what will they think about me? What if they get angry with me? What if this relationship breaks? But you know what? The leaders think differently. They ask, what happens if I don't speak? What is the cost of silence? What example am I really sitting here? So, silence protects your comfort zone, but the conversation protects your standard. Yeah. So, leadership is choosing standards over comfort. Does that make sense? Yeah. Type yes in the chat. Leadership is choosing standards over comfort. Now, I want you to listen this very carefully. I'm going to share with you, to make your life easy, I built up a framework for you so that you can implement this or handle these difficult conversations at the workplace effectively. I'll give you a very simple and practical framework. Okay. Step one, speak from responsibility, not emotions. Okay. Don't start conversations with, you are always late, you never listen to me. Start with, I want to talk because this affects the project. Okay, so leaders talk about impact first, not ego. Okay, that's step number one. Speak from responsibility, not emotion. Now, step number two, in the conversation, don't state opinions or stories or assumptions, and state facts. And facts sound like, deadline was Monday and it came on Thursday. Stories sound like, you don't care about the deadline, right? So facts keep conversations calm and focused. Stories creates vague fights, vagueness, and stories creates opinions which is not really going anywhere. Okay. Step number 3, end with expectations. Do not blame. Okay. End with expectations, not blames. Okay. Most of the arguments, most of the difficult conversations ends with blaming each other. So don't end conversations with saying, why are you like this? Why don't you listen? Always end with like this: going forward, this is what I expect. Going forward, can we please take this in this particular approach? Going forward, can we follow this approach? Leaders don't complain about what happened in the past. They set the future direction, they set the future tone for people to work together. Okay, to maintain that boundaries and understand the protocols, team protocols. Okay, let me give you some example to make it more realistic. There was a situation, their team member was underperforming. Instead of avoiding, I want you to say this calmly. You know, I want to talk to you because this project really matters. The last 2 deliveries were delayed. Going forward, I need clear timelines and updates from you. And if there is an issue, can you tell me early so that I can help you? No shouting, no blaming, no fear. Clear, calm, firm. That's leadership. Okay. So here you need a shift. This identity shift is required here. Let me share with you this truth. You don't fear the conversations. Okay. You don't fear the conversations. You fear who you must become to handle it. Let that sink in. You do not fear the conversation. You fear who you must become to handle it. So difficult conversations don't need confidence. Difficult conversations build confidence. So every conversation you avoid makes you smaller. Every conversation you faces makes you more stronger. Leadership grows on other side of the fear. So let me leave you with this line. If you avoid difficult conversation, you avoid leadership. Now, if this message resonates with you, if this message hits you, I want you to type courage in the comments. And if you really want to lead with clarity, courage, calm, I want you to follow me on LinkedIn. If you really want to talk this personally, to understand how you can handle these difficult conversations at the workplace, I want you to book one-to-one slot with me. The link is in the comment section. Okay, and I want you to join my WhatsApp community where the like-minded professionals are talking these things very, very openly. And I'm sharing so much of, just like I shared with you, this simple framework, right? There are more frameworks that are available to deal with such a people. And if you really want to learn, join my WhatsApp community. The link is in the comment section. Because leadership is not about being liked by people. It's about being respected by the people. Okay. So with this note, I want to leave a thought for you so that take away with you is comfort creates followers, courage creates leaders. Okay. So if you think this has hit you somewhere, if it resonates with you, I want you to please like, comment, or share to this right people. Okay. And with this note, I would like to sign off today. This is your leadership coach, Tushar Chaudhary, and I'll see you in the next session. Okay. Until then, take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye bye.